Smokers in Australia have become the very first in the world forced to buy their cigarettes in plain packaging. All the logos and colours have been removed from cigarette packets as the government seeks to improve public health. Attempts by tobacco companies to overturn the ban failed in the High Court in August.
She's healthy and a non-smoker now, but Thea Holmes has had to overcome breast and lung cancer, both probably caused by years of heavy smoking.
You know, the Dunhill looked good. I even went through a stage of smoking Sobrani because they came in beautiful packets.
Current smokers too remember how the first cigarettes they smoked looked.
Winfield in some sort of medieval writing, and it was a red packet and it had a little emblem on them.
Not anymore. From Saturday, it's illegal to sell cigarettes in branded packs. The new packets aren't actually plain, it's just the government controls what's on them, not the manufacturer.
They're Marlboro, they're Benson and Hedges, and they're Dunhill, but you'd barely know it from looking at them, and that's the point. Australia's government has taken away that flash of colour and brand that cigarette companies used to get every time anyone took one of their packets from their pocket.
Australia's government had to fight off legal challenges by big cigarette companies. The manufacturers said plain packaging would do nothing to cut smoking rates, but would make it easier for criminals to sell counterfeit cigarettes. They also said their intellectual property, their brands, were being stolen. Because manufacturers of any products that aren't that different from each other invest heavily in their brand and packaging.
Well, I think for brand differentiation, it's probably a huge blow. That's all they had left because advertising was banned, you know, on racing cars and billboards and women's magazines. So that was the last thing they had.
Australia's is a small market for tobacco, but its new laws may be copied.
This one looks actually quite pretty. Yeah, pink, pink, pink. It reminds me of a Ferrari. It just makes...
This is an advert running in the United Kingdom. New Zealand, South Africa and India are also considering plain packaging laws. And that's the great fear of tobacco companies and the great hope of health campaigners, that Australia is just the beginning.
Pulling this out onto like a table of friends, especially people who don't smoke, I don't think it's something that any smoker would leave on the table anymore.
As a 14-year smoking veteran, it has no impact whatsoever.
My son, when he's a bit older, he probably won't want to buy a packet of those. Do you think? No. So it does the job.
In the Australian state of Tasmania, many politicians want to go even further. They're discussing making smoking illegal for anyone born after 2000. Researchers in Australia are convinced smoking rates will fall.
Experience shows whenever we've brought in stricter health warnings, because we've gone from little tiny text warnings that you couldn't see on the box in the 1970s to the present day graphic health warnings. Every time we've done that, we've seen an impact on smoking rates. So this is just a next step.
The tobacco industry, though, warns the new packs will encourage the black market.
Obviously, when you make packs of cigarettes easy to copy, they're becoming exactly the same. The counterfeiters from China, Indonesia will bring lots more of these products down to sell on the streets of Sydney and Melbourne and all across the country.
While some smokers down under hide the new packs, the government here hopes to reveal positive results. The aim is to cut the number of Australians smoking from 15% to just 10% in 6 years' time.